Hello, it's Wednesday the 28th of January 2015. Good morning and a happy Wednesday to you, boys and girls. Matt Martin, a few emails for the show today. Matt Martins has emailed in from Canada, so he has not rung in, and says, hello Chris, so excited to hear that I was the winner. Here is my postal address, and it is Don't worry, I'm not going to read it out. You'll start getting begging letters, dear. Begging letters. Oh, please could you send me some money for my deaf dog? Please could you send me some money for my cat with one paw? You get all that, Martin, so well done. And your item is already on its way to you. Is it first class or second class? The cheeky Brandon called me a tight git, didn't he? He said I was going to send it second class. Well, where's he? Where's he as it flies? Probably on a British Airways plane directly to Winnipeg in Canada. What a nice... I like that name, Winnipeg. Winnipeg. We need to have names like that here in the United Kingdom. We do. Now, we've got some emails. Brandon also writes in, and he said, glad you mentioned Whiplash on one of the programmes last week. Not quite the same. You know, it's that one where your head goes back. Oh! And then people start illegally claiming money for problems that they haven't got. Brandon says, glad you mentioned Whiplash. I was involved in a car accident. Don't worry, nobody got hurt. Were you driving, Brandon? You would seem to me the sort of person, if you ever got behind the wheel, you would have in many accidents. I would advise not ever getting behind a wheel, Whiplash. Mr. Whiplash Brandon. That's what we're going to call you now, Whiplash Brandon. Don't worry, nobody got hurt. The taxi driver, oh my God, did you get in a minicab? Very dangerous, dear. One light working on the back. Oh, the driver went into the side of my dad's van in Wandsworth. Oh, I used to live there, Brandon. Wandsworth. I did. Just off Garrett Lane I lived. I think it was. And this taxi driver is trying to claim whiplash and a soft tissue injury. What, when he did the, when it was his fault and all? What a bloody cheek. They're all at it, dear. We need to clamp down on these people, dear. Clamp down on these illegal activities going on here in the United Kingdom, dear. He has nothing of the sort. No whiplash, he says. He got out of the taxi fine. Now, I could say some nasty stuff, but I don't want to offend your viewers. I know what you want to say. I know what you want to say, Brandon. Thank you. Nice to hear from you, my little friend. Little Brandon, bless his heart. Anne sent this in last week. Oh, first of all, I have located, Anne, your lost Skype messages incorrectly sent on my personal Skype, which is no longer used for this global phenomenon, television spectacular known as United Kingdom Talk. And it said, afternoon, Chris. Now, she sent this in for Saturday's show, okay? So that's gone now. Remember, that has gone. It has gone in the past, forgotten by many. We will not be forgotten. Please. Afternoon, Chris. I can't hear your show at the moment as I'm cooking in the kitchen. How is the diet going? I'm now down to 12 stone, 5 pounds. 12 stone, 5 pounds on the scale this morning. Thank you. Now it's going down very slowly now, Anne. And you always know that. The first bit goes down quick, and it comes down very slowly. I'm making mushroom omelette, and although I've lost a few pounds this week, have stayed the same weight most of the week. Have you flatlined yet, and what are some of your dieting tips? Have a great show, and I will tune in later to listen. Basically, I cut out bread and anything to do with bread, pizzas, cakes, anything like that, yeah, and potatoes and anything to do with potatoes, in particular crisps. Oh, I would die for a cheese and onion. Well, maybe I wouldn't die for one, but I would love a cheese and onion crisp right now. Just one. Oh, that crunchy noise, I do like it. And the smell on my breath after I've had a bag of those. Very tasty indeed, Anne. So there we are. They are my dieting tips. Do try and use the correct correct Skype on a Saturday, dear. The Skype on a Saturday is United Kingdom Talk. Thank you. I did notice that you did locate it towards the end of the show, so one should give credit where credit is due. Now, Anne also sent this email in because we were talking about Big Brother last week. I haven't seen any of it other than a few YouTube clips. And Anne writes, Anne McCabe writes, yes, this show gets under people's skin, Chris. I knew you might bite in the end. Great watching you rant for 7 minutes about it. People watch this show for so many different reasons. Yes, they're retards. That's why I'm sorry if you watch the show, you are a retard. And that's it. Only retarded people watch that show. She says, as well as all the others so-called 14 celebrities they put in there. There's not a person on the planet who hasn't caused offence to another person, albeit knowingly, with how they behaved or what they have said, either to someone's face or behind it. That is what the show is all about. You watch the show and then you see what you either stand for or don't stand for. You discover your own values and that of society. Well, I wouldn't go on there. You know, I wouldn't go. It's just awful. Awful, 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 cheap, trash television. That's what it is. I've studied psychology. Oh, I didn't know I was going to be able to do that word, Anne. Psychology. It's a big word, darling. Big word. And I love to observe all this nonsense and behaviour, as you see a lot of it in day-to-day society now in different situations between family, friends and work life. Society's values and traditions are changing all the time. In this series alone, in the last 13 days, many issues have come up. Bullying, homophobia, gender rights, class system, racism, sexual assault, narcissism, and a delusion of celebrity and fame. Oh, they're all deluded. It's like that lot on The Only Way is Essex. They are completely and utterly deluded. They think they are people with talent, and they're not. We are laughing at them. That's the whole funny thing about it, Anne. Not only The Only Way is Essex, all those, the X Factor. We don't think they've got talent. We are laughing at them. Only Way is Essex. Hilarious to watch. Such a bunch of completely untalented, stupid people. And you're so right. You are so right, Anne. They are deluded. Absolutely deluded. I've watched Big Brother since it started, which I think is 12 or 13 years ago. It was a lot different when it started. People want reality shows now. They want to see how their favourite celebrities from soaps like Coronation Street or Pop Stars behave under scrutiny and big, big paychecks on the cards. It's a business too. People buy rubbish newspapers every day and watch escape rubbish on television and online every second of the day. It creates jobs, makes a lot of money for people, and a lot of the behaviour is planned out from the start. Yes, and it's so obvious. Isn't it obvious, that planned out behaviour a lot of the time? The production shows and agents encourage it. It's a game after all. It really is, Chris. Well, it might be a game for you. Well, excuse me. Oh, God's sake. Yeah, you can hear it in my voice, don't you? I was over-talking last night, Anne, at a karaoke. City of Quebec, I do Monday nights. And it's Wednesday now, but so I record this Tuesday. So last night was Monday for me. And I was over-talking on the microphone last night. Oh, dear. Anne goes on to say, it's like we watch you online, but sort of know you in real life too. But deep down, we don't know you at all. Don't you? Are you sure, Anne? Do you not know me a little bit better? Yet we love to watch you and may judge you also. You go ahead and judge, dear. Go ahead and judge me. In the end, I'd say we are in the most crazy times ever in our societies as we merge real and online TV and internet life with reality, whatever reality is for all of us. And this show is the show, that's Celebrity Big Brother, that continues to generate our curiosity deeply or just mildly. depending where each of us are sat in our lives. It's a global phenomenon. It broadcasts out to so many countries all over the world. It's too difficult to say why this show has been a global hit. Even the psychologists who partake in the show can only summarise at why people do what they do. Oh, gosh. Happy viewing, Chris. And she says, have I written an essay? Yes, dear. One line would have been enough. You've ruined my voice for the rest of the day. Well, it may be a global phenomenon, dear, with millions of people watching it. Doesn't mean it's good. It's crap. Absolute crap. And still, dear Anne, who I hope you'll be able to turn up at the Golden Lion this week, dear, because it's on Friday this week. Okay? Friday karaoke at the Golden Lion in Sydenham. So that would be Friday the 30th of January 2015. We've got karaoke at the Golden Lion in Sydenham. I do hope you can turn up again, Anne, because last time I know it was a bit quiet, but we was on Saturday last time, and the Saturdays, we've decided not to do Saturdays. We're going to do occasional Fridays. Will you be there Friday, Anne? I hope so. To continue the continuing of the reality show Karaoke at the Golden Lion, dear. I might even video you. I might even video you for our next little show. Would you like that? Would you like that? Anyway, that's all today, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching and listening to this sad, lonely, pathetic little man sitting in his spare bedroom. Have a nice Wednesday. Bye-bye.